Yes, sir. All of those weather events that Representative Anchia said may not be on all of our screens are definitely on my client's screens. I represent a collection of the larger homeowners and auto insurers in Texas. We work on public policy related to insurance finance, but also on adaptation, risk resilience, and risk mitigation. We see this bill as a good step in the direction of systemic risk mitigation. We talk a lot about individual risk mitigation in the context of better building for individuals and better practices by individuals, but we also need this kind of systemic both awareness and system hardening to help us reduce loss in Texas. I would mention that in addition to the increase in the frequency and severity of some of our atmospheric phenomenon, we also have an enormous growing population. I know you all deal in this committee all the time with the strain that puts on some of our state systems. It also just places a whole lot more monetary value underneath of and exposed to our terrible weather. And so we think that this is timely, and we're very supportive, and I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Oh, Mr. Anchia has one.
Yeah, Beaman, thanks for being here and testifying on the bill. You know, I talked about the human toll, but insurers have to have actuarial tables and assess risk on a regular basis.
Correct.
And Texas leads the nation in billion-dollar severe weather events. I just want to note for the committee, between 1980 and 2024, we've experienced 190 severe weather events, each causing over $1 billion in damages. And your clients, I'm sure, model this increase in severe weather events, and then what happens, right?
Yes, we do.
Our constituents, we have our insurance rates go up. So the more we can minimize the adverse impacts of the events, the more we can try to hold down insurance rates.
That's right, Representative, and it's we would note a couple of things about that statistic. One is that statistic is increasing geometrically, actually. In 2023, we had either all of or a piece of 16 $1 billion events. And a lot of those were nameless hailstorms or nameless convection direct windstorms. We also would note that if you look at insurance combined loss ratios over time, and that is looking at last year, looking back any period of years, our loss ratio, that is what we're paying out in claims and expenses versus what we're taking in premium. In auto, it's right at 100%. And in homeowners, it's actually negative. We actually lose money in homeowners insurance. Now we're able to stay in business with investment income and other strategies. But overall, you've got an insurance system here that's pretty anemic because of just the frequency and severity of losses that we're trying to cover. And so anything that the state can do from either a systemic standpoint or an encouragement of individual risk resilience, we think is really, really helpful for our systems, for sure.
Members, questions? Thank you.
Thank you
Appreciate your
very much.
testimony.
Appreciate it.